Hi guys, I'm Jazz.
I'm Di. And I'm Laura.
And we're pretty much geeks. It's a new year, and with a new year comes new games.
So it's 2017 and we haven't seen you since last year, and we thought it's been a while, so we're gonna update you on what's been happening. Lots of good stuff that has been going on. First of all, kicking off with the Nintendo Switch.
Woo! Yeah, so Jazz, you and Di had a chance to actually try out the Switch, right?
Yes, we did. It was really amazing. We went to like this little hotel and they'd set up like 4 different consoles, and so we tried out 4 different games. What was your favorite game?
Hard. I think it's going to be the 1-2 Switch, because that was the party game, and Nintendo's kind of known for the party games. They do party games really, really well. And I just want to say, like, before we get into the games, we've had a lot of consoles. We've seen a lot of them in 2016. So I was not expecting anything at all. And I don't know, I just came away and I was like, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. So 1-2 Switch is the party game that Nintendo's going to release with the Switch. You want to say a little bit more about?
It's going to be like a full-priced game, but it's going to have so many like different it has multiple mini games, and they're still yet to release some mini games that they're going to have on the actual game. But there was like a milking game and a sandwich eating game.
Yeah, like it seems like a smart move from Nintendo, because like they had so much success with the Wii. Like everyone, their grandma owned a Wii, you know. And I think that's where they can kind of differentiate themselves in the market by having those party games and make themselves sort of a little bit different from the Xbox and the PS4.
Yeah, going off the party games, you're probably thinking, you know, what else do they have besides the party games? Because when Wii came out, a lot of people had Wiis, and we all did the racing and the Wii Sports and all that sort of thing. What else can we see from the Nintendo Switch that's different? And I'm so glad that they have some third-party titles.
Because the unfortunate thing with the Wii was that it didn't come out with a lot of games, and so it wasn't as popular as it should have been right off the bat. But the Nintendo Switch already has more games than the Wii U did at release.
Oh wow!
So that's good.
Yeah. And I guess it's this idea that you can also, be playing Skyrim at home on your TV, and then you can just take it out and like keep playing it on the portable device.
Skyrim on the bus.
Yeah, right. Which sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you were telling me about the HD Rumble.
Oh my goodness, HD Rumble. Each of the Joy-Cons, or the controllers that are on the side of the Switch. I'm mimicking the movement, the Joy-Cons. So they have HD Rumble in it, which is essentially haptic feedback for the Nintendo Switch. But it is so precise. Like when we played 1-2 Switch with this game where we had to guess how many marbles were in this box, you could feel that there was a difference. Like it felt like there were marbles in a box.
Yes.
Yeah, and you could count how many there were.
So what would you do? You would like take it and shake it or listen, or you would, I guess, have the feedback be feeling for the marbles? How did it work?
Yeah, it was one of the mini games with 1-2 Switch.
Yeah.
And so like you'd have the controller and you'd shake it about and you'd sort of do the whole like rolling thing, like feel the marbles hit each other.
Oh, okay, yeah, and just try and feel it out.
Yeah. And so like you could so it was like a competition, like maybe Di and I were doing it, and then we'd be like, oh yes, maybe I think there's 3 in there. Di's like, oh, maybe there's 7.
Yeah.
And we'd put our numbers and we'd put it down, and then I would win.
Jazz would win every time. So you guys found you were actually pretty accurate at like guessing how many marbles, or?
With the less marbles there were, the more accurate I found.
Yeah.
And then the more I was sort of like, whoa, there's.
No, it's just one big glob. Yeah.
But it's all.
So we were talking about inside earlier, and I'm thinking one big glob.
No. Still in denial over that.
Yeah.
No.
That happened inside.
Ew.
And so you guys also got to try out the new Zelda, right?
Yes. Yes.
Little thing, like, no big deal.
Yeah. Zelda was one of the other games that we played, and oh gosh, I don't know, I just really loved it. It was right up my alley, just RPG, running around, and you didn't so we had like a 20-minute demo, and I didn't actually manage to start the first objective because I was just running around on the grass, and there's apples in the trees that you can jump up and collect, and mushrooms on the ground, and little goblins to shoot with my bow and arrow. Really interesting. You can get like a lot of weapons quite early on in the game.
Is it open world?
It is open world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so the world itself was actually that engaging that you just like, yeah.
Yeah. I was
Objectives, we don't care about those. Like,
yeah. Who needs them?
Sure.
Yeah.
I like things. Hoarder Jazz came out.
Hoarder
She had
Jazz
a lot
always
of
comes
apples and mushrooms by the end of the demo. I was quite impressed.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't really need them because I wasn't doing anything. I was just collecting them.
So overall impression, you guys are like really excited about the Switch?
I'm generally just excited and because the Switch is just so much different than other consoles. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like Nintendo always has a different sort of console
Yeah.
out. You got your PlayStation and Xbox, and they're basically the same thing. But the Switch, like,
Yeah.
is
Both games.
the Switch is like you can play it on the TV, so you get a little dock thing, and then you can take it out. You could have the little Switch as like your little TV screen, and you can separate the controllers and they have it on the tabletop and play, or you can just use it as a handheld. And so there are three different modes in the same console, and you don't really have that with other consoles.
Yeah, it seems like a really elegant design actually. Yeah. I love the way it just looks and all fits together.
And it's super easy to just click in and out, and
Nice.
it's quite smooth as well, the whole docking in, docking out thing.
Yeah, it was amazingly smooth. I mean, I thought, okay, we've had handheld consoles before. So many. And
All the Nintendos.
yeah, all the Nintendos, right? But just actually doing that right there, it was so smooth. The only thing holding it back from the smoothness would be the kind of TV that you have, and so it refreshes depending on how your TV refreshes. But that's nothing to do with the Switch. And I was just like, oh my goodness, think about what I could do with this. Like if I'm running for the bus, or if I'm late, not late, I guess if I'm early for something, you can just whip it out of your pocket. It's that small, and just have a couple of games. And I think one of the things that really sold me on it was just that the two Joy-Cons that come out of it, each of them can be a different controller. So instantly you have that multiplayer aspect of, hey, you want to play with me? I'll give you one Joy-Con, and then we can just sit there and just have a multiplayer game just right there. So I love that. You don't have to buy another controller. You don't need an extra camera or anything. It's just,
So they can be together, and you can have them as one controller, but then your friend, I can just imagine in uni, you have your little thing on the desk while you're waiting for the lecture to start, and then your friend comes along and is like, hey, I'm playing Mario Kart, do you want to just join in? And so you're just, and then you're like, oh, the lecture's over. We've been playing Mario Kart all day.
Ethan, you were right. I did lie to you. I shouldn't have. All I can say is that if you get this, stay away.
All right, what are we currently playing, Laura?
Well, I'm currently playing the new Resident Evil game. Yeah, Resident Evil 7. Yep. It's actually really cool because it's a return to traditional horror. So I played the last couple and they've been more shooters, which is fun. But this game is scary. They've really gone for realism, so it's a really minimal HUD. You can tell whether you're injured just by blood on the screen. But yeah, you actually have to go into the options, and then you actually have your health on a watch.
Oh, cool.
I think because of the VR, they've gone for, because apparently in VR you don't want HUD elements in your face because it feels really disorientating.
Yeah, sure. Did you play it on VR or just?
I haven't played it on VR. That would be terrifying. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that. I get scared enough just playing it. Just on the TV. So, but no, it's got some really good stealth aspects as well. And you always feel like you're very weak compared to the enemies of people that are looking for you or fighting you. Yeah, which is good. You never have enough ammo. You're always, quite often you won't actually be fighting. You're just kind of hiding and trying to stay out of sight, which keeps you feeling really scared and in it. And they've gone more for suspenseful horror rather than the kind of cheap jump scares.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So I really only have good things to say about it. The only one negative I would say is that because of the realism, sometimes it's actually hard to know if you're doing the right thing. Like
Right.
someone will attack you and it turns out that's actually like a scripted event. And it's like, oh, I'm supposed to be being attacked right now. Like you're expecting to die. And then it's like, oh, the story keeps going. You know? So yeah, sometimes it's confusing. Like, am I doing the right thing or not? Yeah, but no, I love that they've actually like returned to like this old school horror. Yeah.
I was really excited to see the demo at least available for free, and so I was telling Jazz about it. I was all like, Jazz, we gotta play this, because I wasn't gonna play it, by myself. Crazy, yeah.
But I wasn't gonna play it at all, so Di didn't get to play it either.
Well, to be fair, I had these new headsets, and I was like, what's the perfect game to play with this new headset? And I thought, Resident Evil, right? I'm gonna do it. So I downloaded the demo. I was all ready to play it. Oh, you got something to say? Yeah.
You die.
And for some reason, my computer would not run it.
Oh.
So it was almost like a bad omen or something. It was just like, no, you are not meant to play this game, Di. You know what happens after you play scary games or watch scary movies. So, I'm just gonna.
I'm actually playing this one on PS4, but it's such a pretty game. I could imagine it might be quite demanding on a PC. Yeah, I'm not sure what the requirements are, but yeah, I think you'd probably want a nice PC. But yeah,
because I
it's super pretty.
it looked amazing.
Yeah.
I was looking at kind of a couple of the pictures, and of course the family features heavily in Resident Evil, right? And I was just looking at that picture, going, there is something really creepy about this family. I actually don't know anything about the family.
Oh no, the family are very creepy.
Yeah. So that was kind of what encouraged me to, try and play this demo. But yeah, I might go check out a Let's Play or something.
What I found from playing, because you don't play a lot of horror games, or?
The last horror game you played was Alien Isolation.
No, I did play a VR, PS4 VR.
That's Until Dawn. The Until Dawn
Yes.
VR roller coaster thing.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, in
That was
VR. That's brave.
Yeah, I thought so.
I feel like if you can do that, you'll be fine with Resident Evil. Yeah.
Oh no, I could not do that.
She was like,
I was shooting all over the place, and it turned out we were still in the menu.
she was like screaming for ages, but the cart hadn't like moved an inch for ages. She was just like, so good.
So maybe Resident Evil. Maybe I should just bypass that. Yeah. So cool. Go away. Okay, it's gone.
Well, I've been playing Overwatch. There's the new-ish, it's gonna end soon, the Year of the Rooster event. So they got a new mode, Capture the Flag, which is kind of exciting. They were thinking of putting it in the main game, but then it didn't actually work pre-game, so they actually took it out. But they've brought it back in for the arcade. And it's kind of nice. Like when it all started out, it was fun, it was good, and then people realized what they could do, and then just so many draws, all the draws. Yay!
Right.
But I'm also playing Gravity Rush 2, which is like amazing. Like I fell in love with the first game. The first game was originally on PS Vita and then was ported to the PS4, and I was actually super surprised at how big the game was, how long, how like amazing it was for a Vita game, and it ported really well to the PS4. And then I was super excited for the sequel, and the sequel's come out, and it's just amazing. So like you're this sort of girl and you can control gravity, so you look like you're flying, but you're just like making gravity that way, so you're kind of falling all over the place. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So it's done by Japan Studio, but it's also been inspired by French comics, so it's like, it looks amazing, like sort of comic book style, but then everything's got like French words but with Japanese accents.
So it's more of like, is it like a puzzle platformer game, or you're changing the game world or changing gravity to?
Yeah, the map keeps like the same sort of like, so it still looks like you're flying. It's like you go up and then you push that way and then you push that way. But the theory, the theory is that she's changing gravity to fall in those certain directions, and you can walk up walls, walk on like the ceilings and stuff. And the fight scenes are actually pretty wicked because it's just classic anime. Like you feel like you're in an anime. And it's great.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of your Let's Play from Gravity Rush, and it looked amazing. Like I wanted to play it. I was a little disappointed that it wasn't on PC. It's only on
only on PS4. Gravity Rush 2 is also on PS Vita as well. People were like, is it going to be on Vita as well? But it is on Vita.
Yeah.
But no, it's PlayStation exclusive. Sorry.
Might have to bring your PS4 over.
Yeah, definitely. It's a really good game. Like this is amazing to watch as well.
A chicken without a country. You know his name. And you know what chicken tastes like.
I am just about to release a little review for Rocketbirds 2. And it's really rad. I'm into my indie games, my little games that nobody has ever heard of. I played Rocketbirds 1, and it was all about these 4 chickens who are out to save. Actually, I'm not sure if they're all chickens. 4 chickens, yeah.
Okay, so the chicken is topical now.
Yes. Achievement unlocked.
The chicken in the room. I think one of them might be a pigeon. I'm not too sure, but they're all birds anyway.
Can you date the pigeon?
Yes,
no. I don't think you want to, because they're all gun-toting birds.
Oh, great, so attractive.
Maybe in some cases, but it's just not my type, you know?
All right.
Yeah. So Rocketbirds 2 kind of, it feels a lot like Rocketbirds 1. It's a platformer. And really classic, I guess. It feels very arcadey. So you're side-scrolling, and you can jump on people's or your allies' heads. Just one person shoots, one person navigates, that sort of thing. I've just been playing that, and it's kind of fun. I haven't tried the multiplayer mode yet, so I'm really keen to get somebody else along for the ride and shoot some stuff up.
I'm keen.
Should mention I am about to release a review for Orwell as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so this was nominated in the Game Awards for the games with impact. I think it's called games that have an impact. And I can see why after playing it. In the game you're kind of like an NSA agent, so you have access to all these tools. So you can actually, go onto people's like Facebook equivalent and look in their email, look at their bank account, all this horrible spying stuff. Yeah, and that's the thing, is it actually really does, it does make you think about, can you judge a person based on small snippets of information that they, something they might write in a blog or... Because I feel like, I could get to know someone for years and not really know what their motivations are, not really know what they're capable of. So the idea that,
you could have like a conversation with your friend and it's just like all like, I'm going to blow this up. Like it's just like a joke. But like if you just like caught that bit, that was the only thing that someone saw on your profile.
Yeah, exactly. So, you have the potential in your role in Orwell to actually take things out of context like that. So you can realize like how powerful and how dangerous it would actually be in that role. And I just like that really struck me, this idea of like, can you really know someone from their online presence, So for me it was a very powerful game. Like it really left me kind of thinking about these questions, and
that's crazy. I am not gonna recommend that game to my dad because he's like paranoid. He's from that generation where he's paranoid about the internet and like doesn't put anything in his Facebook profile because he's like, oh, somebody's gonna be spying on me and checking up on me, and but
it could happen.
With all the stuff after Snowden, it's quite timely that this game came out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Is that our golden world?
That's Habitat 7. New Earth, if we're lucky. We're marooned. 20,000 souls adrift at sea. When the power runs out, stays out, we need to know if that's safe harbor.
Shuttle 2, taking your lead.
Good luck, Pathfinder team.
All stop, now!
Oh my god.
Get us out of here.
They've got us pinned against the skirt.
I am Archon. Surrender or burn.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We're explorers. Not an army. Sure, we've been outplayed. The Archon is a master of his game. We're about to change the rules.
He's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
I don't need an army. I've got a Krogan.
Go right, it'll be fun.
This is exactly why we came.
Cover's blown, run!
They want to fight? We'll give it to them!
We're breaking! Keep it up!
Okay, so that was the new trailer for Mass Effect, and it's coming out March 21st.
Yay! Super pumped! Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Seriously am, yeah. So it's set in between Mass Effect 2 and 3. That's right,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. So chronologically, it's the Reapers have come and they're all like,
Yeah, the Reapers are coming. Humanity and I think all the other species are freaking out a little bit. Like, hey, we kind of need to find a new home. So they put themselves into cryostasis, and then they're actually going on a trip. I think it's set like, is it 900 or it's set a really long time in the future.
Well,
so
yeah,
they've gone into cryostasis, and then they're going to wake up in this new in Andromeda, in this new galaxy, and try and find a home. Yeah.
Yeah. So you play the Pathfinders. There are several Pathfinders for each ship, and so you're a human Pathfinder, and you can be either, you know, in classic Mass Effect, choose your gender, male or female. But in this new one, they're twins. So if you choose being female, your twin brother is still gonna be in the world. And
I
can
love
interact
that.
with
Like, I wonder if your twin is actually going to be as heroic as you.
you. The weaker twin living under my shadow.
That's right. You know, you'll like come along and be like, "I'm Commander. We're not Shepherd," but you know, and they'll be like, "What the? You know, I thought he was
Ryder.
male." Like, yeah, I've heard about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is it Ryder?
It's
Ryder.
Ryder.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
So all the familiar races are there again.
Yeah.
Turians, Krogans.
Yeah. The Asari.
Yeah.
Yep.
Solarians.
Solarians.
I haven't
You were
seen the-
saying, yeah, you haven't.
I haven't seen Aquarian or Geth yet.
Yep.
But there's definitely new things
New
coming.
Yes.
Well, there's a
nice.
new bad guy anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I assume it'd be pretty boring if they got to Andromeda and like, yep, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's all safe. It's just
Yeah, it's
making
fine.
the
It's
new
just
home
big
all
empty
easy.
space. Yeah. Yeah. But so that's really cool because I think what's always made Mass Effect really special is actually like all the different alien species and all the background lore. So I'm super, super hyped for just to have more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that I'm super excited about Mass Effect is that you can now jump. We've got little jump packs,
Oh,
so you can do
nice.
like little giant jumps and like dashes, and
Yeah.
so they've upped the combat a bit. I always
Yeah.
sort of, it wasn't clunky, but like it was always kind of like quite fixed. The Mass
Yeah.
Effect shooting was, especially like when you go from like 3 to 1, and you're like,
Oh,
whoa.
yeah. Yes, yeah, it's
Yeah.
going back to one's really tough. And they've brought back the Marco, the ship.
Oh yes, the
car that-
Mako.
Yeah, the car that you can drive around. Yeah,
Marco, Mako.
Which is actually hilarious because like people hated it.
I loved it.
The controls
I
are so
loved
clunky,
it.
It's horrible. Yeah.
It was just like you'd go up and like roll, and it was like, this is,
Yeah.
I'm having the time of my life.
It's like I've just gone off the side like 10 times in a row. Yeah, but I think like it's actually like it has this new nostalgia to it now that people are actually like, oh yeah, we kind of like the Marco now.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Operation Kingslayer. Listen up. Our field of operation is Bolivia. Dense jungles, freezing mountains, and salt flats. If you don't watch your back, you won't leave it alive.
So Mass Effect's coming out. Also, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is a really long title. I mean, what are people officially calling it? Wildlands?
I'm calling it
I
Wildlands.
think Wildlands.
Yeah, because Ghost
yeah.
Recon's like a umbrella group,
Yeah.
and then Wildlands is the.
Yeah.
Like 7th or 8th Ghost
Yeah.
Recon. Oh yeah, there's been a few
Just-
of them. So this is the first open world one, though,
Oh, yeah.
which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so we are just about to start playing the beta, and oh man, I saw the demo at Armageddon and I was blown away. Like I just went in going, it's a shooter, right? We know what to expect. But it was amazing. I don't know what it was about that demo, but it was just like, not only just open world, but it was just like 4-player co-op, and you could do anything as a team, right? Like it wasn't just like Payday style, you have to do this stealth or you have to do this shootout. It wasn't just those two options. Like you could interact with everything in that world. So I'm really excited about playing the beta and checking out different styles of how to accomplish missions.
Yeah, you can like stealth in, you can like go in guns blazing, you can like parachute off. Like there are planes and helicopters that you can fly around in. So that,
yeah. So those are two things that we're excited for, but we want to know what you're excited for in 2017. What do you want to see reviews of? What you can't wait to get your hands on? That sort of thing?
Yeah, so let us know in the comments below or on Facebook or on Twitter.
And we'll catch you later. Bye!